Evening all. It's that time of the week again. Time for another van camp. I had a mate of mine come down a couple of weeks ago and he was telling me about a local pub that had a makeover a couple of years ago, and it's got its own micro brewery attached to it, and it's only about 5 miles away from my house, and it's got a big layby right next to it, and that layby has got quite favourable reviews on Park for Night, so the two go perfectly together. A pub and a micro brewery with a lay-by. Can't go wrong. Just pulling into the lay-by now, so I'll give you a show around in a minute. And I just remembered there's a new footpath has been made. Right, let me go and find a proper flat bit. There you go. Yeah, they've put another footpath in. I don't know where it goes. I don't know if it goes down to the coast path or whether it goes down to the road that runs parallel to the coast path. But yeah, we're going to have a look at that. Maybe tonight, maybe in the morning. So right, let me sort things out and yeah, get set up because I'm starving. It's 5 to 5 in the evening, and yeah, I just want to get something to eat. Some may say it's a bit of a downside, but that is the main A487 there, and it's very busy. But I quite like the noise. I don't mind the traffic going past, so long as there's not a lot of people pulling into here and making a lot of noise and stuff. Yeah, I don't seem to see a lot of people parked up here. I do see motorhomes and other van campers and stuff, but yeah, I don't tend to see a lot of other cars parked up here. You don't get kids and stuff up here, and it's always quite clean as well. There's no litter up here, and there's no signs as well, which is a bonus. And there you have it. A little bit tidier. Oh, and while I remember, I have a new toy. Yeah, we'll have a play with that later. Right, I am not going to cook now, despite the fact that I am starving. I'm going to go to the Victoria pub and pick up a couple of beers. Yeah, better lock the van first. Right, see you over there. Don't have the view from the van, but it's close enough. I'll come and have a beer over here later on. Right, just to give you a quick idea of where I am, that's the lay-by, and just up there is where the Vic is. good sized car park. And as if by magic, we have beer. And there we have it. Yeah, cracking little pub that. Yeah, nice makeover. So we've got a new Gale, named after the beach just down the road. WD-90 raspberry wheat. That sounded really nice, so I thought I'd give that a go twice. Fine and dandy, and way out west. Yeah. Looking forward to that one. That's going to be the first one. But first, I'm starving, so I'm going to get something to eat. Tonight on the menu we have kebabs made with plant-based beef. Now, as you know, I am not a vegetarian, I am not a vegan, but I did try this stuff once and I can't for the life of me remember why, but it is really, really nice. As a meat eater, I'm quite happy with that as a meat substitute. It is really nice. A random sachet of powder to go with it, some salad and some pitters. Unfortunately, I've forgotten the chilies and the sauce, but I have got that Steak Detective sauce that I used the other day, so I might just chuck some of that on if it's in there somewhere. Right, let's crack on with this. Right, while that is sizzling away, let's crack open one of these. This is the raspberry wheat. Hazy with a fruity tang. Oh, yes. With some beers, when it says tropical and has all these flavours to it, it's usually kind of just like an aftertaste or more of an aroma than a taste. But that's actually, I can't speak and I've only had one mouthful. That is actually really nice, and I can taste the raspberries. Very gassy. Oh, I've made a mess. Alright, let's keep an eye on this dinner. Oh, sticky. That is a whopping 26 degrees in here, and it was that temperature before I started cooking. Oh, at least I didn't spill it all over me that time. There you go. And look at that. Oh, let's get that in the light. Yeah, come on. Let's get that in me tummy. Cheers. Do with some chilies. Yeah, big gutted, I forgot those. Barbecue sauce is making up for it. I've got to be honest, there isn't a whole lot going on at this park up. There is a nice walk, but I will take you on that in the morning. Yeah, it's just the main road. I don't fancy spending the evening in the pub on my own, so I'm just going to chill out here. I am going to try and set up another time lapse. There isn't much of a view, but fingers crossed I might get something. And in the morning I'll get the new drone up as well. The footage I shot the other day was with the original Mini, the DJI Mini, and it was quite sketchy, but I've now got the new Mini 3. Well, I say new, it's been out a year or two now. Yeah, so I upgraded to a DJI Mini 3. I was using the original Mini and I wasn't happy with the performance. I was getting, like, I think the other day I was 180 feet up and only about 200 foot away, and the picture was going sketchy. The signal was getting quite low, so it's not exactly the performance I'm looking for. I've had the Mini out the other day, the Mini 3 out, and I had it about 1,000 foot away and about 300 foot up, and the performance was fine. The footage was good, so I'm really pleased with that. So hopefully in the morning we'll get some good footage off of that. Well, the wife has turned up and it looks like we are going to go to the pub. Lock the van up for a bit. There you go. And let's go and have another pint. Oh, well, that was a very pleasant time at the pub. The chips were absolutely amazing. They were like V-shaped chips. I've never seen chips that shaped before, and they were so crispy and the insides were so fluffy. Yeah, it was just really, really good. Very lively pub. My wife had a pint of the New Gale, and that was really nice. Really enjoyed that. I have set the Osmo Pocket up, and that is doing a time lapse of the sunset. It's hidden in there on the corner. Got a little bit of colour coming up. Well, that is a nice sunset. It's a pity I didn't catch it on the time lapse. Right, let's go and see this camera and see if it's finished. Morning, and what a glorious morning it is. It's just gone 8 and it is roasting already. That sun is coming up and that is really, really warm. That was a good night. I didn't get to sleep till way gone midnight. The road was really busy still until about 11:30. And it freaked me out a little bit because I'm so close to the road. It was really quite difficult to tell sometimes whether the cars were coming through the lay-by or whether they were actually on the main road. Yeah, it made me jump a few times when something went quite slow but noisy. You think it's someone passing you here. It's quite bizarre. It's a weird sound being on the side of the main road here, and I've never done a main road before, so yeah, that's going to take some getting used to. I've had the drone up already. I've got some good shots, so I'll stick that in at the end. I'm gasping, so I'm going to go make a coffee and then we'll go for a walk. We're going to see what this new footpath is like. So oh yeah, coffee time. I didn't realise part of this was the Southwood estate. I've done some of the paths through here on the coast path side. It's the first time I've done this one though. Some lovely honeysuckle. We've missed the foxgloves. They're over now. I love these things because these little pods are all full of millions of little black seeds, and if you rattle it, you can hear the seeds in them. Oh wow, gorgeous just how that opens up like that, and that beautiful colour of that grass. It's a little overgrown, doesn't look as though it's well used. Oh, I love that sound. One of my favourite sounds is those gates. It's a shame it doesn't give distances on there. Just a word of warning, once you come through that gate you get to a set of steps. Watch the edge, because that is very narrow and that is a real drop down there. These fields and these flowers, just incredible. Okay, I've got to a point where I can't see any more footpath signs or directions. Okay. I'm guessing it goes through there, but that's just taking me further and further away from the car and further from the beach. But I know where this takes me. Let's climb over. This takes me up to very close to Maiden Hall car park, which I believe is just around that corner. And here we are, overlooking Newgale Beach. Oh, look at that. I can never get tired of looking at that. Right, so if we were to carry on down that path where we saw the caravan park, that would be as near as damn it a mile down from the park up to the beach. I'm getting eaten alive. The route I've taken takes you through the fields and onto this road, so it's a little bit further, but yeah, you get the idea. My battery is really running low, so I'm going to start heading back to the car now. But yeah, you get the idea. It's not very far from the park up down to the beach, and that is Newgale. Oh, that was really nice. I just met a lady that I've seen several times and chatted to on the coast path when I've been out trail running. And yeah, we recognised each other and had a good old chat and a catch up. And yeah, she's been telling me all about the paths and the trails here. Oh, I'm down these steps and they are treacherous because it's so overgrown. And yeah, she's telling me about all sorts of loops that are through these fields and stuff, and telling me about a loop back at those two gates. And if I'd have carried on straight ahead, gone over a couple of fields, it would have taken me back up onto the other side of Roach. Oh, as you can see, I'm being very cautious here. I'll show you these steps in a second. But yeah, it was really nice to chat and learn about these loops. And I think she said it's like a 2.5 mile loop back to the other side of Roach from where I'm parked. Yeah, so that could be a potential route for me to walk one day, if it's not so overgrown. Let me turn you around and show you. And see what I mean? Those steps back there, when you can't see what you're doing. There's one there, look, I didn't even see that come in. That was hot, and it's 29 degrees in the van. That's a gentle slope all the way down to the beach. So obviously what goes down must come back up again. And I am feeling that. Oh, let's use polyroll. Oh God. But I thoroughly enjoyed that. There's a really nice path. So if you come up here, yeah, I definitely recommend that. Look on the maps, if you've got maps online or paper maps, and look out the routes. And because I'm on the west side of Roach, the loop on those paths will take you out onto the east side of Roach on some little back roads. So you'll have to walk back through Roach. There is a path on the side of the road, and yeah, I think it's about 2.5–3 miles, but I would absolutely recommend it. But bring bug spray, because I'm itching and I'm getting eaten alive. So right, I'm going to cut it short here. I'm going to go and see if I can get some drone footage of Roach Castle. Now, if you're anything like me, you can't resist these little churches. I love going into these places. Not sure if it's open though. It is, but it's very dark. Yeah, very, very dark. Ah, that's better. I love coming in these places. I just feel so at peace, so quiet. And I think it's still such a shame that people don't come to these places anymore. Right, let's take you back out. Turn their lights off. Let's leave it as I found it. Right, I was going to see if I could get some drone footage of the castle, but there are some groundkeepers over there, so I'm not sure. I don't want them to see or hear the drone going up. Right, I've come down to Newgale now, and I'm behind the Newgale surf shop. Right, let me just plonk you in there. There you go. So yeah, I hope this has really encouraged you. It's not been that interesting, but it's still been nice to just get out and do something. And it was just so relaxing sitting there last night with the traffic going past and the sun going down, and go for the walk this morning. So I hope it's encouraged you to get out and do it. As I always say, go and get some maps, go and look what's in your area that you've never done before, and yeah, just get out there. So thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe, and give me a like, give me some comments, let me know what you think, let me know what you want to do, let me know what you'd like to see, and just yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. So until next time, ta-ta for now.